Come around, listen in and join the fun. Learning as we go, new words and stories. Adventures begun. Let's open up the pages. Don't have far to look. It's all in a book. Ruthy's Reading Room. Ruthy's Reading Room. Ruthy's Reading Room. Ruthy's Reading Room.
Why, hello, little readers. Welcome to Ruthy's Reading Room. I'm Ruthy, and this is my best buddy, Jah. He's my favorite stuffy, and he's joining us for story time today. I am so happy to have all of you joining us in Ruthy's Reading Room for this last story of 2021. Can you believe it? Jah can't believe it. I know it's been the whole year of great stories shared with all of you little readers. And I want to give a special shout out to Jackson. Yeah, hi Jackson. I know you join us for every story time and you love watching these videos. So I'm so happy you're with us for our last story. Can I get a thumbs up? Awesome. And hello to all the other little readers joining us. What a great way to end the year. And look forward to lots of story times next year too, okay? High five. Okay, so I was so excited about our last story for the year that I forgot to get you ready for this story. Silly me. All right, I'd like to invite you to run and get your stuffy or your blanket and bring like 10 friends. That's twice. 10 friends to come and read with you today. Run and come back now. All right, I see my little readers are coming on back. And oh my goodness, did you bring your soccer team? All right, I love that. Okay, so everyone together, let's ask the question on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Which book is coming off the shelf next? Let's see. Ta-da! What is it, Jah? Can you read with us? All you little readers, read along, okay? Jayla's Jaunts, Arizona Antics. Hooray, hooray! You guys know what this means. It's another book in the Jayla's Jaunts series. We have been to which places? Which states? First, we went to Alabama. That's right. And then we went to Alaska, where it was cold, didn't we? And now we're going to Arizona. Hooray! Okay, this book was written by Senyah Haynes and illustrated by Jessica Catarino. Awesome, I'll put it up close. Can you see that? What do we see on there? Looks like there's a hot air balloon. Oh, I've never been in one of those. So, how do we get to have some adventures we don't get to do in real life sometimes? We read a book, yes, and we get to go on the adventure too. So excited, so excited. What else do we see? Oh, looks like there's a ravine or something down here, okay? And someone coming, oh man. Oh, and there's a lady sitting in a rocking chair. Oh my goodness, I have a feeling we're gonna learn so much in this book, just like we have before, okay? But I'm so excited about another book. So let's make sure we're ready to read, right, Jah? Yes, let's make sure. Okay, you go in your reading spot right over my shoulder. Awesome. And little readers, let's put our listening ears on and put our hands in our lap. Excellent job. And for the last book of the year, we are going to use trusty binoculars. Oh, wow. Yes, I see you on the carpet in front of me, in the bed, by your window. Hello, everybody. That's awesome. I'm so glad you guys are sitting so quietly and are excited, just like me, to read another book. All right, let's dive in. For the love of my Lyrie dearie, who's made me a grand Yah-Yah. It is a wildly windy afternoon, and Jayla, a bubbly, bouncy, bright-eyed, buoyant, big ideas, big dreams, never bashful little girl, bounces on her pogo stick in the front yard. I always love all those but B words, that alliteration to describe how excited Jayla is. She loves the way the breeze feels on her skin. While she bounces on the sidewalk, the squirrels leap above her head from tree to tree. In her fun-making, Jayla realizes that everything is in motion. The grasshopper hops, the leaves on the trees shimmy in the wind, the yellow cardinal two-steps on the mailbox. In the distance, Jayla hears her Auntie Yah-Yah calling her. So she gets excited and bounces toward her. I would too. Adventures with Auntie Yah-Yah have been awesome. Jayla starts hopping in circles around her aunt. Have you come to take me somewhere? Are we about to go explore? Is there a new place you want to show me? In all of her excitement, Jayla has a lot of questions. Auntie Yah-Yah tries to calm her niece. Slow down, my little hopping bunny. Right now, the day is nice and sunny. Don't you, in this moment, feel joyful and free? Is there really another place you'd rather be? Oh, there she is with her rhymes again. You're right, Auntie. I'm happy right where I am. Her fun-making is already so great she can bounce where she is until sunset in perfect delight. Auntie Yah-Yah winks at her. Now that's my girl. That's good to hear that wherever you are, you can find good cheer. Since you've decided to be happy whether we stay or we go, I see no reason at all not to bring out the globe. Yes, you know what that means. We're choosing a new place to go. Auntie Yah-Yah reaches into her tiny glittered purse that sparkles as if it makes its own sunlight and pulls out her giant magic globe. Jayla stares at the globe to see the next state on their itinerary. First, we toured Alabama, then the great state of Alaska, and next on our list should be Arizona. Hooray, we got it right, and we didn't cheat. We got the states in order. Right again, kiddo. I've already called my good friend Mona, so grab my hand and we're off to explore Arizona. They both disappear in a poof. Auntie Yah-Yah rings the doorbell of a lovely little house. A lady with a gentle smile comes to the door and lets them in. Oh, my old friend, you've brought a little one, I see, says the lady. Jayla steps up and introduces herself to Auntie Yah-Yah's friend Mona. Once inside, they have a fancy tea party while Mona reminisces with laughter. Oh, isn't it nice to connect with old friends? I'm more so talking to the parents and caregivers. Maybe old high school buddies, university friends that you've had for years and years. It is nice to catch up. Oh, your auntie and I have been friends for many years, Mona says. When we were just girls, no bigger than you. Your grandparents brought her on a trip here to the Navajo Nation, and we were off getting into great mischief shortly thereafter. Sounds like Jayla, huh? Jayla scratches her head. But, Miss Mona, I thought we were in Arizona. Some would say we are, Mona says. Pondering that answer, Jayla asks, and Arizona's in the United States of America, the same country I'm from, isn't it? That's right, Mona says. Then how could we be in a whole different nation? Mona smiles as she looks at Auntie Yah-Yah. I see you've brought the little one here for some lessons. Yep, we all have a lot to learn, don't we? That's right, so keep on reading with me. Always, Auntie Yah-Yah says. The world is our classroom and it's always time for schooling. She's a quick little learner, this one. I'm not fooling. With pride, Mona shows Jayla a large map on the wall. This map shows my people, the Navajo, or Diné, living in a nation that spreads across the 3 states of Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico. Over time, there have been many territorial wars and different boundaries have been drawn, but you are currently on sovereign Navajo land. Are we all listening? The land that covered Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico was once Navajo land. That's where they started first. Mona continues, another name for where we are is a reservation. Before people came from Europe as early American settlers and took the land for this country, many people like me already lived here. It's very important. It wasn't just here, uninhabited. That means that no one lived there. The people of the Navajo Nation lived there first. Over the years, the United States government moved us to reservations. This is the land they allowed us to keep by law. Now, isn't that interesting, little readers? A land that people lived in first. Other people came in from Europe and said, oh, well, you can have this section, you can have that section, and it's yours, and we'll make that law. But it was theirs to begin with. We got to take note of these lessons from our history, okay? And not to repeat it. Mona hands Jayla a book. Here, little one, this is a collection of old stories from my elders that I have gathered together. This is my gift to you. Oh, I would love a gift like that. That's super special. Mona turns to Auntie Yah-Yah. Speaking of stories, did you plan to tell her about the great novelist, Margaret J. Campbell? But of course, you've read my thoughts. Jayla, it's time for one of our jaunts. Auntie Yah-Yah holds out her hand. It's off to Tucson, niece of mine. Let's see what curiosities we can find. Mona bids her friends farewell, and Auntie Yah-Yah holds on to Jayla, and in a flurry of sparkles, they travel through space and time. I'm saying I want Auntie Yah-Yah as my auntie. I would love to travel that way. Suddenly, they are in the desert watching a hole being dug by a woman. Auntie Yah-Yah has transformed into an elder. This always happens when she is with Jayla and she's about to teach. Auntie Yah-Yah the elder speaks. There goes Miss Margaret working on her dreams. A crazy notion to some, it seems. She came here from up north for health reasons, and she's been digging through many seasons. She believes underground life will be more appealing. Her underground house will have the sidewalk as its ceiling. She dug and built herself a whole house, at least 2 stories down. It was the grandest spectacle ever to be seen in this town. She said living underground kept out the critters and the heat. Neighborhood children thought visiting her was such a treat. Miss Margaret gave her community piano lessons, and the children loved their underground music sessions. Miss Margaret was amazing. Do you know what else she did when her home was done? She taught herself to speak many languages, and she did it just for fun. Awesome! Learning for fun. I like it. She learned German, French, Spanish, Arabic, and Hebrew. I guess she thought after digging that big hole, there was nothing she couldn't do. Quite a wonder that Margaret J. Campbell, polyglot, pianist, builder, she did plenty for her name to live on. She's known as Arizona's first Black novelist who wrote the book Iba the Dawn. And on the chalkboard, it says, I can do anything. And the languages I can speak, it says, Je peux tout faire. That's in French. And I'll try the Spanish. Yo puedo hacer todo. Forgive the accent. The other languages there must be the ones that she learned. It says German, Arabic, and Hebrew. That is really cool to learn a lot of languages. We're working on English here, aren't we? Yes, we are. And we're doing awesome. High five. Jayla is excited by all she's learned. She's never heard of anybody wanting to build their house underground before. And wow, all those languages. Jayla figures Miss Margaret could spin her auntie's globe and there wouldn't be a spot she could point to where she wouldn't be able to communicate. Now that would be super cool. You could go anywhere in the world and just be able to understand and speak the language. That would take a lot of work, but I know you can do it if you want to. Auntie Yah-Yah, Arizona's really cool. What's next? Auntie Yah-Yah is young again, and she reaches in her tiny glittered purse, that sparkles as if it makes its own sunlight, and places that giant globe in front of Jayla. Jayla looks very closely for the next state that starts with the letter A. Arkansas, Jayla yells. We're going to Arkansas next. Ah, beloved Arkansas, what a lovely place to be. A national treasure, that Arkansas, so rich with history. My little one, it's time to get you home soon. Have you ever taken a ride in a hot air balloon? Auntie Yah-Yah asks. She snaps her fingers. And up, up, up in the sky, riding home in a hot air balloon that looks just like her magic globe. Jayla leans over and looks down, expecting to see desert, but instead she sees an expanse of colorful rocks that look like they were carved into the earth. Whoa, Auntie Yah-Yah, what's that? Well, that's the Grand Canyon, and wouldn't you agree? Auntie Yah-Yah steers the balloon so they can get a closer look. You're quite a lucky little girl with all the sights you get to see. Our national parks are a bounty of wealth, and all of us should visit. But the sad truth is that for people of color, we're underrepresented. Don't ever feel you don't belong somewhere like this because not many people look like you. Just remember your ancestors' labor built this country, and its treasures are yours to share too. Awesome. Isn't that true? We must enjoy all the same things everybody else does. Jayla leans over the basket in the hot air balloon and stares in amazement at the Grand Canyon, which she agrees is grand indeed. Goodbye, Arizona. Goodbye, Miss Mona and Miss Margaret. Goodbye, house under the ground, away from the critters and the heat. Auntie Yah-Yah chuckles as she steers the balloon east. The end. And yes, another book in this series called Jayla's Jaunts. And of course, it never disappoints, now does it, little readers? Isn't it exciting to go from one state to another, learning little bits of information about each one? Okay, stick with me and the series. You'll learn all about all the states as we go through. So thank you to Senyah Haynes for sending this book series. We're so enjoying reading through each and every one. And I'm so glad all my little readers, parents, and caregivers joined us for this story time. So I'm going to bring Ja back over. Did you enjoy the story? Yes, he loved it. So we're so glad you joined us here in Ruthy's reading room. And if you enjoy reading with us, please remember to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and hit that notification bell so we can read again together soon in 2022. It's just around the corner. And remember, the best place to read is wherever you are with a book. Happy reading, little readers. Happy New Year when it comes, and we'll see you in the new year. Goodbye.
Ruthy's read it.